Hot97.com, Big Spanish, DJ Enuff. I'm here with Ravaughn.
Yeah.
Is just Ravaughn? No last name?
No last name. I do have a last name, but I'm just using Ravaughn.
But right now using Ravaughn.
Right.
Talk to me. What's happening with yourself?
Man, we just put out a single with called Better Be Good with Wale, featuring Wale.
Okay.
I'm signed to Compound U, which is a subsidiary of Compound University, or Compound.
Right.
So I'm signed to Compound University and Colombia Records. And just been working, grinding really hard. I met Neo by chance doing demos for a ton of people in LA. I did Energy for Carrie Hilson. I did Love Like This for Natasha Bedingfield. And then they kept my backgrounds on those records. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So E-Man, a producer that I worked with a million times, called me in the Chalice Studios.
Right.
And Neo sitting at the table with him eating dinner. And he's like, this is the writer I was telling you about. He's like, the writer won't be here tomorrow.
You never met Neo before?
I had never met Neo, never worked with him, nothing. No kind of connection at all. And
fan?
I was like, always a fan. I've been a huge fan of his. And I finished the song, and he was like, I'm going to take your information. I was like, cool. He was like, we'll exchange information. You give me yours, and I'll text you. And I was like, yeah, right. Neo's not going to text me. I'm going to leave here and probably never hear him again. Exactly. Before I could get to my car after I left, he texted me like, yo, this is Neo. Lock me in. I'm going to be hitting you. A week later, he hits me. And he's like, I want you to come in and do another demo. So I do another demo. And then I did one more after that. And then he texted me randomly on a Sunday. And I remember because I was at Acapulco with my cousin. And he was like, so what is it? Like, are you crazy? Are you a psycho? What is it? And I'm like,
what?
What? Exactly. That was my reaction. Like, what?
Psycho.
What are you talking about? And he's like, no, I just want to know because you worked with all these record executives and all these writers and producers. I worked with Sam Waters, Rodney Jerkins, Rico Love, like
everybody.
A ton of people.
Yeah.
And he's like, nobody's ever tried to sign you. And I was like, well, there were always interests or opportunities presented, but I either wasn't comfortable or it fell through. It wasn't the time. And I believe in destiny. Like, I totally believe in it. And he was like, well, I believe that you have a ton of potential and I would love to work with you. What would you be interested? And I was like, let me think about that. Yes.
Yes.
Like, duh.
Yes.
So he flew me to Atlanta. We cut like 10 to 12 songs then. And I signed to Compound U.
Right.
And then maybe 6 months after that, 6 or 7 months after that, I signed to Colombia.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
What does it feel like for the first 6 months while you're signed, kind of, but you don't got the deal yet?
It was a totally different experience because now I'm working on something for me. So I had to remind myself all the time, like, wait a minute, this is my record. Like, I'm working on this is for me. And so it was really dope. Just a grind and a constant reminder of like, wow, I have to stay humble, and I'm just so appreciative that I was able to meet Neo. Had I not gone to that session that night, it would have been like, I wouldn't be signed right now.
Name of the album?
Love Always.
Love Always.
Yep.
Is that talk to me about that, Love Always.
It's basically about women empowerment. I feel like so many women forget their self-value and their self-worth. And I feel like we need to bring that back. Like I always tell everybody, like, men have this camaraderie that I wish women had. Like, you guys can get over a girl with no issue. Like, you could have a dude and he can mess with that girl, your girl, and you'll be like, oh, forget her. You my man. And we're not like that. And I wish we could be like that. I just, and I just feel like
maybe you could start the girls club.
That's what I'm trying to do, which is
called
that? Love Always.
How do you start that?
This is what I'm doing with my music. Just all my records are just about women empowerment. Just reminding women that we can be okay by ourselves and we can love one another. And as long as we're comfortable with who we are before we get into a relationship, we'd be amazing in another relationship.
That's true.
So that's what I'm trying to do.
It's too deep.
It's not even deep. It is what it is. It is what it is. Don't be hating.
Nah, it is. All right, so on the album, any guest appearances?
Actually, yeah. I worked with Marsha Ambrosia. She's featured on there.
Okay.
Neo, of course. I got J. Cole and a couple others that are kind of
in the works
possibility
right now?
in the works. Yeah.
Good. That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely.
What's going to be different about Ravaughn? That you name Carrie Hilson, you name Brandy, you name a bunch of R&B artists that are very successful. They made an impact in the game.
Definitely.
What's going to be different? What's going to be special about you?
I think it's just because it's me. And that might sound cliche, but I just feel like everybody can bring something different to the table just because of your individuality. And I'm comfortable with who I am, and I love myself. And I just enjoy music. And I feel like music is we're revamping it. We're bringing it back, like Elle Varner, Bridget Kelly, Rita Ora. Like, we're bringing back what music was about, you know, back in the day, like
the
Motown
soul. I feel like
days.
there's more soul
Exactly.
coming back. Well, I'm excited to have met you again.
Yes, me too.
This time we got to talk, so I got to know you a little bit better.
Yes.
Looking forward to the album, of course. I'll see you at SOBs in the end of February.
Yep.
You'll be a part of history here in New York City at the world famous SOBs. We have a showcase there called Hot 97's Who's Got Next. You'll actually be doing it with Bridget Kelly.
Yep.
That's what's up. All right, Ravaughn!
Ravaughn in the building.